All right. So, hi, good evening, girls. Welcome to our class LMS BIP AK3B. Again, for this evening, I'll be your teacher, Miss Cha of Alaska English. All right. So, before we proceed formally to the lesson, can I ask, Baoling, how are you today?
I'm fine.
Okay, that's good to know that you're doing just fine. How about if we ask Tweetman? Tweetman, how are you today?
I'm fine, thank you.
All right. So I'm glad that both of you are doing just fine for this evening. All right. So for this evening, we are just going to continue the topics that we're discussing yesterday. And if you could still remember, yesterday we were able to have, all right, to have an overview on some interesting vocabulary that's somehow related when we talk about farm, right? So at the farm. So we were able to talk about not just the animals, not just some of the things that you can find in the farm itself, but also the farm chores and, of course, the crops or the vegetables. So yesterday we were able to have a review about it. So let's give it a try. Again, you're going to answer this simultaneously. One bowling, two Tweeman, three bowling. All right, you're going to answer it simultaneously. All right, so no need for me to command. So you need to answer simultaneous. All right, so let's start with Tweeman. Name the vocabulary. Number one, it's
Cucumber,
good. Okay, again, no need to command. All right, Baling, number two.
potato,
Continue. Tweetman, oh, you need to answer simultaneous.
potato,
Tweetman, three.
broccoli,
All right.
mushroom, onion, eggplant, garlic,
Good.
corn,
What's
sweet,
this?
sweet potato,
And
potato, round,
sweet potato and I'll say it again, Baoling. You say bottle. Bottle
butter,
gourd.
butter gourd,
Good. All right, doing great. Moving into the next set. Tweetman. Tweetman, number one. Can you make a guess? While teacher is looking for my pen. All right.
beetroot,
Okay. Continue.
bean,
Peas. This one is peas.
peas,
Mm.
zucchini,
This one is zucchini.
zucchini, herring,
This one is, give me a second. So we have zucchini, the peas, and the beetroot. Next is Baoling,
celery,
celery. Good. Tweetman,
tomato,
tomato.
chili,
Good. 7. Tweetman,
radish, lettuce,
lettuce.
lettuce, large, large toast, rose, lady finger,
Lady fingers or okra, right? Okay, good. Next again, Tweeman.
cabbage, pumpkin, ginger, pepper, spring onion, asparagus, cauliflower, carrot, beet, bitter melon, bean, sprout,
Sprouts. All right. So as you can see, teacher is smiling all throughout as you answer it because I'm very proud of both of you. So this is just our topic yesterday, but you were able to be familiarized with it. So I'm very glad that both of you are improving when it comes to recognizing or vocabulary activity. All right. So also, so yesterday, so Miss Cha was able to give you a homework wherein we are going to talk about your family and your favorite vegetables, right? So take note that we are going to focus on the plural form. That is why we are using some and any, right? Some and any are both used when we are referring into the plural state, right? It's just that we use some if we are referring to the affirmative sentences, right? So don't forget to put an S or ES to the end of the word. On the other hand, any, it is used for sentence that it's in negative form. All right. Negative meaning we have the word not. And then don't forget to add S or ES for the vocabulary or the word. So in here, so Miss Cha first, so just a warm up. Hi, good evening. My name is Cha. I'm 10 years old. My birthday is on 20th of October. I'm a student from Philippines. I'm Filipino. Tonight, I will talk about my family and our favorite vegetables. I want some carrots, but I don't want any bitter melons. We have a small family. There are four people in my family. It consists of my parents, my older brother, and me. My father is Peter. He is 50 years old. His birthday is in October. He is he is a doctor and he works at the hospital. He wants some lady fingers, but he doesn't want any peppers. My mother is Maria Edna, she is 50 years old too. Her birthday is in February. She is a teacher and she works at school. She wants some chilies, but she doesn't want any radishes. I have an older brother. He is Ives. He is 15 years old. His birthday is in March. He's a student too. He wants some cabbages, but he doesn't want any eggplants. I love my family. Again, take note that we're going to put the vegetable in plural form. Okay? So now, let me start with, all right, let me start with, who wants to go first? Who is ready? I can see Bowling's eyes. She's like, not me. All right. So let's start with Tuiman. Tuiman, can you do it for me? Follow teacher's guideline on top.
Hi, good evening. My name is Raymond. I'm 9 years old. My birthday is on the 18th of October.
18 though. Continue.
I'm a student from Vietnam. I'm Vietnamese. Tonight, I will talk about my family and our favorite vegetable. I want some mushroom.
Konyu.
Mushrooms. I
But.
but I don't want any chili.
Konyu. Chilis.
Chilies.
Mm.
We have a small family. There are 4 people in my family. Each consists of my parents, my younger brother, and me. My father is Bing. He He 40 years old. His birthday is in 13
Oh, this one. Tweetman, in, oh, meaning you just tell me the month. Is in
December. He is a builder and he works at
in a
company. He wants some coins.
conyu. Corns. Mm.
But he doesn't want any
Whoa. What? What vegetable? He doesn't want any.
peppers.
Okay, all right. Continue. How about mommy?
My mommy is La. She 36 years old. Her birthday is in November. She is a teacher and she works at school.
Mm.
She wants some cucumber, but she doesn't
Cucumbers.
cucumbers, but she doesn't want any lady
S-
fingers.
Don't forget our S, lady fingers. Okay, continue.
Have a younger brother.
Mm.
He's he is think he he's 7 years old. His birthday is in June. He's a student too.
Mm.
He wants some potatoes,
Mm.
but he doesn't want any cabbage. Cabbage.
Cabbages.
Cabbages.
Mm. Plural form. I love my.
Love my family.
All right. Very good, Tweeman. So you were able to to supplement or to give me, all right, the correct information. It's just that remember, using some and any, we put them in their plural form. Mm. All right. Very good. Now let's move to Bowling. Bowling, are you ready now?
Yeah.
It's like I don't have a choice. Okay. Bowling, you start.
Hi, good evening. My name's Darling. I'm 10 years old. My birthday is on 20th of April.
Wow,
Um,
that's nice. So it's nice. So let me just interrupt. So you are 20th, I am 20th too, and then Tweeman is October. I'm October too. So half half. All right. Okay, I'll continue, Bowling.
I'm a student from Vietnam. I'm Vietnamese. Tonight, I will talk about my family and all favorite vegetables. I want some corns. but I don't want any mushroom. Mushrooms.
Mushrooms.
We have a small family. There are 4 people in my family. Is it
Consist.
consistent of my
Consist.
parents?
It consists
Is consisting
of.
of my parents, my younger sister and me. My father is high. He 35 years old. His birthday in is in August. He is a
An.
engineer
An. An.
in an engineer. He works at in a company.
With this one,
He
he works. We remove at for this time. He works in a company.
he works in a company. He wants some bitter melons,
Okay. Really?
but
Bitter melons? Mm. He
but
doesn't want
he
any.
doesn't want any mushroom mushrooms. My mother is Swan. She's 35 years old. Her
With this
birthday
one, take a look. Trivia. Like for in this state, if they are referring into the same information, you could say here, she is 35 years old too. Okay. Mm. Continue.
her birthday is in September.
Mm.
She is a teacher and she works at school. She wants some serenity, eh, but he
Celeries.
se- celeries, but he but
She.
she doesn't want any asparagus.
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 Okay.
I have a younger sister. She's Tonya. She's 5 years old. Her birthday is in December. She's a student too. She wants some potatoes, but she don't want any gingers.
Okay.
I love my family.
All right. Okay, the same thing. Very good, Baoling. The same thing. Both of you, the same with Tweeman. You can provide the correct information. It's just that. Okay, take note, girls, the use of some and any for plural form. And I observe, Baoling, you're getting confused with he and she. Okay, I'll take note of that as well. And also with this one, all right. So it is very important that, okay, so for you to be good at speaking the language, all right, it requires a lot of talking. So you need to be very talkative like teacher. All right. So also take note that it is very important that you know the basic information about you and your family. Because in learning the English language, the common speaking practice are about yourself, your favorites, family, food, right? So those are the very common. So since they are the basic parts or they are the essentials, you need to practice them from time to time. All right. Also the basic difference between the use of he and she, right, is, are, with S or without S. So you need to master the basics, okay? So now, moving into in here, which by the way, girls, for this evening we are going to have a unit review. So in here we are going to focus on, all right, as you see for the past few weeks, all right, we were able to tackle about the adjectives, all right, the chores, focusing on household chores, and some farm chores. So for this evening, we are going to have a lot of answering. Okay. So first, let's talk about some of the useful, useful vocabulary from this unit. All right. So first, what you're going to do in here is this, or remember the category or the topic, adjective, used in describing big, small, clean, dirty, new, old, thick, thin, like that. The chores or the household chores, the activities at home or the task at home. Farm chores, task or activity specifically at the farm. So what you're going to do in here is it goes like this. You need to identify what is the vocabulary and you need to tell me what topic did you learn them. For example, all right, making my bed. So this is from chores or household chores, okay? So you need to indicate the word and then the topic. All right, let's now begin for number two. Tuiman,
Old,
old from the topic.
young,
All right, old and young from the topic. What topic? Add
adjective,
adjectives. Good. Next, number three, bowling.
very,
Sorry, say it again.
very,
Pretty. Pretty. All right. From the topic, describing the same thing. Bowling. Adject.
adjective,
Adjectives. All right. Good. Next, number four. Again, no need for me to command, okay? You need to answer simultaneous. Three-man bowling, all right?
clean the bathroom, chores, line,
Add
adjective,
adjectives.
adjective,
All right. Anything that describe the color, the size, the texture, right? So it is called adjectives. Number six,
pick vegetable,
pick
farm,
some
farm chores,
vegetables, farm chores.
farm, adjective, sweep the floor, chore, milk
Bowling.
the cow,
Milk the
cow,
cow.
cow,
Cow.
milk the
Cows.
cow,
Mm.
farm chores,
Farm chores. Good. Chiman.
dirty,
Mm.
Adjective.
Adjective. Excellent.
Do the laundry. Chore. Strong.
And doylap.
And weak. Adjective.
Wow, perfect. Okay, for this one, for the basic part, for the part one, I am very confident that you learned for every lesson because you were able to name some of the vocabulary words. And not just that, you were able to put them in their correct category. So, for that, I'm very confident that you understood the three topics. Okay, excellent. How about we dip, all right, or we dig deeper for your knowledge. Now let's focus on adjectives. As you see, adjectives are the words that we use to describe, again, a specific thing, a person, or a place. Okay, in here, in our discussion about adjectives, we focus on the comparative adjectives. Comparative adjectives, this is the part wherein we are comparing two things or objects or person or people, right? But in here, we are following some basic guideline. We add ER to the end of the adjective and then the useful phrase than. All right. If we have the long adjective or the long words, instead of adding er to the end of the word, we are putting the word more. Okay? More beautiful than. Okay? Uglier than. All right? So in here, so with this one, let's describe the following things. Number one, I have an example already. So I have here the first one. It is a truck or a lorry. Okay, so you need to describe it. So we say it's, with this one, you can use two adjectives. So it's hard and heavy. So this is the example. It is a truck. It is hard and heavy. Now let's deal with number two. Let me have bowling.
Is is a teddy bear. Is soft and light.
Excellent. Treatment.
Is it a sofa? Is soft and heavy. It is a pencil. Is hard and light.
Wow, excellent. So good. So now you were able to describe, all right, a specific thing or to give a basic description. Okay. You call that description. Okay. Or remember this word. Can you repeat this word, Baoleng? You say description.
Exception.
Des. Slowly.
Yes.
Crip.
Description.
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 How about Tuiman? Tuiman, you say description.
Description.
All right. When you say description, it is the way that you describe. Okay. You remember, like I asked you before when we talk about your favorite fruit, for example, and then the teacher will say, "Can you give a description about your favorite fruit?" Meaning you need to describe it. Okay. My favorite fruit is a cherry. It is small and red. It tastes sweet. All right. So this kind of ability, or we say ability, is I could consider that your level is leveling up too because you know how to make the basic description. All right. How about this one? You're going to make a question based on, all right, based on the following images. All right. By the way, take note, we have black and white images because I just get it from our book. Now, for the first one, we are comparing the book and the banana. All right, take a look. Which one is harder? All right, the book or the banana? The book is, take note, adding ER, the book is harder. Okay. Okay, the book or the banana. Okay. So now, let me ask Baoling, how can you make a question for number 2 by using softer? Can you make a question? Can you give it a try?
Which
Which
on
one? Which
is
one is
soft,
softer?
softer
Mm,
book of the banana?
the book or the banana? Excellent. And then the answer is?
The banana is softer.
Okay, excellent. Now let's talk about this. Let's compare the potato and the carrots. All right, by focusing on the adjectives heavy and light. Let's hear it from Tuiman.
Which one is which one is heavier? The potatoes or the carrots? The the potatoes is heavier.
The potatoes are,
Are heavier.
all right. The potatoes are heavier. Okay. With this one, which one is heavier? The potatoes? Oh, sorry for this. A lot of typo. Or the carrots? The potatoes are heavier. How about with this one? Baoling?
Which one is lighter? The carrots or the potatoes? The carrots is
Carrots.
lighter.
Okay, the carrots are lighter. Okay, excellent. With this one, take a look at this, girls. So I know for a fact you have the glimpse or the idea already when we talk about the WH question. WH question in English, they are the words that we use to describe, all right, or that requires a specific answer. Teacher, what are the WH? WH questions that start with WH. Who, what, where, when, why. All right. So those are the WH question in English. In here we have which. The question word which, this is used if we are, all right, when we are requiring or when we are giving option. Option or choices, meaning you need to choose one. All right. Which one is your favorite color, red or blue? Which one is your favorite, math or English? So you're providing a certain option or choices. Okay. So don't worry, after we finish all the topic, I will teach you also the WH question. So anyway, so let's focus on the next one. All right, so in here we have here another part, okay, wherein we combine hard and soft. Let's start with Tweeman. Tweeman, answer 1 to 4.
The orange is hotter than the sweeter. The
Sweater.
weather.
Mm.
The marble is
Is
the marble is is harder. The
Mm. The marble is
is
harder
harder than
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 the
orange.
all right, than the orange. All right. With this one, or if you are going to write the superlative state, you could also say, you could also say the marble is the hardest. Okay, but anyway, since we are using the comparative, so you could just simply say the marble is harder than comparing two things. So you just compare it in here than the orange. Okay, now number three, Tuiman, continue.
The potato chips
Oh, this
is
one, number three, the
the sweater is soft softer than the orange.
mm, and then
The orange is harder
is
than
is
is is soft
softer.
softer than the marble.
All right, good. Now, the same thing. Baling 1 to 4, please make your sentence, please.
The truck is heavier than the backpack. The backpack
All right, the truck is heavier than
than
the
the
backpack.
backpack.
Okay, and then
The backpack is like heavier
then the
than the potato chips.
mm, 3.
The potato chips is lighter than the backpack. The backpack heavy
Is lighter.
lighter than the truck.
Okay, all right. So again, in here, we just focus on the comparative state by simply adding ER to the end of the word, right? So now, how about with the next part? Okay, which one is heavier? Tuiman, the backpack or the potato chips?
The the backpack is heavier than
Oh,
the
with this
potato.
one, you could say which one is heavier, the backpack or the potato chips? The backpack is heavier. You could also say that. How about number 2, Baoling? Which one is lighter, the truck or the backpack?
The backpack is lighter.
Number 3, which one is harder, the marble or the orange? Tuiman.
The the marble is harder.
Which one is softer, the orange or the sweater?
The sweater is softer.
All right, the sweater is softer. Okay, which by the way, this is from the book, but it says you need to encircle or circle. So the answer is here, and then this one, and this one, and this one. All right. So now moving into the next part. Now the chores or the household chores. All you have to do is to unscramble the word. Number 1, bowling. Can you give it a try? What is our missing word?
Wash the dishes.
Wash the dishes. Number 2.
Walk, walk the dog.
Number 3.
Clean my room.
Tuiman.
Do laundry.
Okay. 5, sorry.
Set the table.
Make my bed.
All right, very easy. Good job. How about with this one? All right, by simply analyzing a certain chart or a schedule. All right, we make use of this by simply analyzing. All right, or using after school, before school, like that. All right, like for example, Monday I make my bed before school. And then, what comes next? Bowling?
I
What do you do after school?
I clean my room after school.
All right. Twiman, you say on Tuesday.
On Tuesday, I make
Tuesday. I.
I I wash the dishes
Mm,
be, before school. I set the table after school.
all right. Continue. Bowling on Wednesday.
On Wednesday, I make my bed before school. I walk the dog before school.
Af.
After school.
After school. Lastly, Twiman.
The
On Thursday.
Thursday, I make my bed before school.
Thursday. On Thursday, I.
On Thursday, I walk the dog before school.
Mm,
I do laundry after school.
okay. All right. Excellent. Good. Now, moving into the next one. All right. With this one, since we are referring on a specific time or moment, we are using the question word when. Right? A while ago, which. Which is by providing choices or option. Now, how about the use of when? It is answerable by specific time or a moment. In this case, we focus on the use of after and before school. So he cleans his room after school. So you need to make a question word or a question that is answerable by when. When does he clean his room? Okay, after school. How about number 2? How can you make a question to Iman?
When does she when washes
When does
wash
she wash
when does she wash the dishes?
the dishes? All right, very good. Take note, girls, whenever you are making the question or you are making it in question form, you don't add S, ED, ing on the verb on the question. It depends on the use of, all right, this. Do, thus, did, all right, to indicate which state or tense are we going to use. Since we are using the question word here, we focus on the use of does, meaning we are referring into something that it's in present form. But in here, if I say when did, right? So did is in the past, meaning it is already done, right? When did she wash the dishes? So she washed the dishes yesterday, right? So in here we are focusing on the present tense. Now, how about if I ask Baoling? He sets the table after school. How can you make a question for this one?
When does he set the table?
When does, oh, louder. When does he set
The
the
table.
the table? All right. When does he set the table? All right, correct. That's it. Now, how about with this? All right. So, what are his chores? Okay. So, for his, this is for Tweeman. For her, this is for Baoling. Let's start with Tweeman. Tweeman, make a sentence using frequency words.
He always he always vacuums the carpet.
Next.
He usually sweeps the
Sweeps.
sweeps the floor.
Mm.
He he never clean cleans
Cleans.
cleans the car.
All right. With this one, we are using the pronoun he or she. That's why in this case, we are adding s to the action word. Cleans, makes, sets. Okay. How about Baling? What are her chores?
She usually take out the garbage.
Takes.
Take out the garbage.
Mm. She.
She sometimes waters the plants.
Mm.
She never do does
She never
laundry.
cleans the, sorry, the image is black and white. This is the bathroom, Baling. She never cleans the,
She never cleans the bathroom.
all right. Again, so when we say about the frequency words in English, always, usually, sometimes, never, rarely, all right. So how many times? So that is frequency. It's like how often do you do those activities? Take note that the frequency words or the adverbs or frequency is always put before the verb. All right. We don't say he vacuums always the carpet. Okay. That is wrong. It is always placed before the verb. And take note that if the subject or the doer of the action or the subject is he or she, the pronoun is he or she, and this time you are adding s to your verb. All right. She always cleans. All right. Cleans, makes, sets. All right. Because these are in singular state. But when we are referring to the special pronoun I, that's the time that you're just going to use the original form or the base form of the verb. I always clean the table. I always make the bed. I never vacuum the carpet. Okay? So take note on how the use of he and she and I differ from one another. The same rule applies, right? The use of do and does, he or she for does and I for do. All right? The same thing in the use of the verb or the action words. Okay? How about with this one? Farm chores. Number one, Tweeman.
Milk the cow.
Number one.
Collect, collect eggs.
Collect
Collect,
eggs. Two, bowling.
feed the chickens.
Timan.
Milk the cow.
And
Pick vegetables.
all right, pick, all right, or to get, pick vegetables. Or again, yesterday, teacher also told you, but in here you could use the word harvest. It's just that the difference between pick and harvest, actually, the thing is like somehow the same, but harvest is appropriate if we are referring into a bigger quantity, like the farm, like in a bigger field. We use the term harvest for quantity that is a lot. But if you are referring into one tomato plant, you just say I pick tomato. You don't say I harvest the tomato because you already got one plant. But if you are referring to a bigger quantity, you use the verb harvest. Okay? So now, how about with this one? Also in here, we use the phrases, all right, in the evening, in the morning, before school, after school. The same with time. AM referring to before midday, meaning before 12 o'clock. When we say PM after midday, it means that is 12 o'clock onwards. All right, so now take a look. Make a sentence. The time is 7 a.m. How can you make a sentence, Bowling?
I I
I.
always feed the chickens before school.
Good. Number two, Tuiman.
She always milk the cows in the morning.
Next, Bowling.
He always picks vegetables in the morning
Take a look, your time.
after school.
All right. Take a look as what I am reminding a while ago, right? I always feed. We don't say I always feeds, right? I always feed. She always milks. He always picks. All right. So take note on the difference between the use of he, she, and I. All right. Now, in here, how about this one? It's like identifying comprehension part, yes or no only, or specifically yes or no, or true or false. She always, number one is for Tweeman, she always picks vegetables in the morning.
He always pick vegetable in the morning. Yes.
Baling, read and answer.
He always feeds the chickens in the afternoon.
She always collects.
Oh, let's wait. What's your answer, Baoling? Yes or no? He always feeds the chickens in the afternoon.
Yes.
The answer is
No.
no, because make the sentence correct.
He always feeds the chickens in the evening.
Very good. Number three, to Iman.
He always collects eggs in the morning. Yes.
To Iman. Number four, you finish it up.
Milk, milk the cow in the evening. No.
The answer is make it correct.
He always milks the cow in the evening.
In the, in the, in the af,
In the afternoon.
in the afternoon. Okay. All right. So, continue. Oh, let's do the listening part. Okay. So we are going to skip the listening because we already got few minutes left. Instead of having the listening part, let's do the reading comprehension because this is easier. Let's start with Bowling. Bowling, this one is for you. Read and answer all the question. Please read first.
What is
Saturday.
Saturday chores? I'm Laura, and this is my family. We always clean our house on Saturdays. I water the plants. My father washes the car. My mother sweeps the floor. My brother takes out the garbage. He's heavy, but he's strong.
Answer the following, Bowling. What is
What
Laura's chore?
she waters the plants.
Waters.
Waters the plants.
When does, when, a moment or a time, when does Laura's father wash the car?
Her father
This is for Bowling. Bowling, finish it up. Her father washes the
her
cars when?
father washes
On
on
when? On
Saturday.
Saturdays. 3. Bowling, finish it up. What is her
What
mother chore?
sweeps the floor?
She sweeps the floor, or her mother sweeps the floor. Good. Number 4, Bowling. Is the garbage heavy or light?
It's heavy.
The garbage is heavy, or it's heavy. All right. Now, moving into the next comprehension part. To finish it up, let's hear it. This one is for Tuiman. Tuiman, read and answer all the question.
Saturday chores. I'm Will. My family and I always clean the house on Saturdays. I always vacuum the carpet. My brother sometimes waters the plants. He sometimes sweeps the floor. My sister always takes out the garbage. My father
Usually,
car,
usually.
washes the car. My mother usually washes the dishes.
Hmm.
One.
Yes or no? Will always vacuums the carpet.
Yes.
2. His brother always washes the car.
No.
No. What is, make the sentence correct. His
His
brother
brother sometimes waters the plants.
sometimes waters the plants. Good. Number 3. Treatment. Will's sister never takes out the garbage.
No.
Make the sentence correct.
His
Will's sister
Will's sister always takes out the garbage.
Last one. His father usually washes the car.
Yes.
Okay, all right. So that's it for that one. All right, so girls, as you can see for this evening, we were able to have interesting, it's tiring, right? We answer a lot for this evening, but I am very glad that you are doing a great progress in our course. You know exactly the thing, the topic, all right, in every aspect, vocabulary, grammar, reading comprehension. Actually, we have another focus, which is listening, but sadly, we don't have much time. All right. So we are going to continue this for next weekend. All right. By the way, continue reviewing because for next meeting, we are going to continue the listening part and then we're going to play the game, keep the box or give the box as our review unit before we dive in unit 7. Okay, Roy? All right.
Yes.
So that will be all for this evening. All right. Both of you did a very good job. Excellent job for tonight. So keep it up. So that will be all for this evening. Tambiet and have a good night. Goodbye, girls. See you next weekend.
Goodbye,
Bye,
teacher.
teacher.
See you
Have
again.
a good night. Sweet dreams.